Alrighty. Alrighty, so... Let me just do this here real quick. You might want to turn that off, my brother.
Yeah, I will. Because I barely just realized what time it was.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's be ready. Oh yeah, I still don't know the answer to that teaser you uploaded.
Nah, nobody's going to unless I announce it.
Yeah, because you said answer next week.
The multiple choice answers next week.
Oh,
so there's going to be multiple choices to choose from.
Alright, well, I'll be ready to look at that. Alright, let's start this. I'm ready.
Alright.
Locking and loaded.
I locked and loaded. I'm on. Okay, Bill. Please,
Okay,
we already
Bill.
just started, and yeah, you're off to no good.
Actually, I think
Alright,
Bill
time
locked
to
and
time
unloaded.
Bill out for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, Bill's already banned. We're not even 30 seconds in.
Yep. Alright, well, I'm gonna take a break from playing, so...
Alrighty. Did that? Okay, that was weird. Apparently when I tried to type it in and it just, like, randomly stopped.
Let me get my phone.
Alright.
There we go.
Okay, let me... Okay, that's...
Oh yeah, did you see my post on Twitter a few days ago? I changed my Twitch name.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't change it, I just made a new account.
Yeah, that's
Refollowed
fine.
everybody.
That's fine. That's
So
fine.
you got 2 follows from me.
Yeah, I got 2. Yeah. If it wasn't 1, there's always 2.
Yep.
Okay. So, there was this one... Nah, I'm just kidding. I was going to try to start off with a funny story. So there was a pug, a dark shadow, and a penguin all get ready to do a podcast. The penguin said...
Bug became Noah J and left.
The penguin said, waddle, 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 waddle. And he just kept waddling and sliding down this iceberg. Don't know where the iceberg came from. We'll just go with it. And the pug came out of it. Yeah, apparently so. But, and then the pug, all of a sudden, he got out of his kennel to set everything up. And then we have, of course, Dark Shadow that appears every week. He just, like, appears out of nowhere, just waiting for his moment to strike.
For a person who's positive but sends out negative energy.
He's positive but sends out negative energy. That sounds like a horror thing I would see. What's up, Ray? And I appreciate the host, Shadow.
It's like you don't know if I'm good or evil.
He's an anti-hero. Let's just put it out there.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
we do have a
I'll just
bunch
fuck
to talk
everybody
about. Oh, damn, that was super crazy then. I just mess up everybody's day, but
Yeah, why not? You're the guy who likes to mess up everybody's day. That's me.
Here's the guys
we
getting
know
the
you
hell
like
out.
Oh hell no.
Alrighty.
I hope you sleep with one eye open, Kyle.
One eye open. What am I, a pirate?
Arg.
A
You never
yarg.
know.
It's like
I could be
yarg.
hovering over you as you're sleeping.
That
That's just
sounded
creepy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't sound creepy at all. But anyways.
Anyway, moving on.
So, I think we're ready here. So, we're
that intro.
back 2 weeks in a row. We're 2 weeks in a row. We're back. It's the Kyle
Oh, new
Pug
record.
Podcast Show. It's not a new record. The Kyle Pug Podcast Show, episode number 17. We got some topics for you guys to talk about, suggested from you guys on Twitter. And we're going to discuss them on today's show, as I mentioned before last week. And if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Kyle the Pug, the man, the myth, the everything. And like I said, if you guys don't know who I am, well, I sucks to be you. But anyways,
Why are you here
I said
anyway?
this is... But then again, if people are new, they're more than welcome to come on by. This is an interactive stream after all, so... And feel free to discuss, like, topics with us. You can throw in some topics on the show, so that's why it's basically an interactive stream. So, this is episode number 17 of the show. Hope everybody enjoys their stay. Hope you guys got some snacks. You're ready to go, and, yeah. That being said, let's get to everybody on the show. The Dark One himself is here, as always.
Yep, I am always here spreading the darkness, even though I'm a positive person. But at the same time, as Kyle said...
It makes no sense. Like, what?
Yeah, it makes no sense, but you know what? I'm weird. We'll just sum it up that way.
Are we all just weird at times?
And as Kyle said in the beginning of the stream, I am an anti-hero now.
I guess so. So, anyways, Penguinator, the man in the Zombies crew, say hello to everybody.
Waddle.
Waddle. You sound like Peter Griffin. Waddle. Waddle.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Yeah, that's honestly what you sounded like. So, anyways, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about for you guys. We got from Call of Duty to Nintendo to Pokemon to Tyler Skaggs' honor of, you know, the Angels throwing over. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about for you guys.
Yeah.
And what we're gonna start off with is the Pokemon Sword and Shield Galar Pokedex. They updated it. And let's just say there are going to be some familiar faces returning to the Pokedex. Yes. Let's start off with the Kanto Pokemon. I hope you guys are ready for the Kanto Pokemon, because I'm pretty excited to discuss this, obviously. So,
you know, I'm kind of getting tired a little bit of Kanto-related stuff just because of Let's Go last year.
Yeah, that is true, but...
It's getting a little annoying and repetitive at this time.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, I want my favorite Pokemon in there." Nope, surprise. But anyways, here's...
I wouldn't even be upset if my favorite Pokemon wasn't in there.
But anyways, so let's get down to the obvious ones. Charizard's obviously made it, because we saw him like right at the champion. The champion has this main Pokemon as Charizard. That was a given. Pikachu and Raichu, they'll both be in there also. And let's just say Butterfree also made it, so that's going to be another one. And I'm going to go down the line here. So, Clefable obviously made it, so we'll have Clefairy and Cleffa. Obviously, they'll be making it as well, since they're part of that evolution group. And, I want to check on the chat a little bit every so often, so that way I don't get everything confused. So I'll put it right next to each other.
Well, I tweeted out the podcast already.
That's fine. I appreciate it. Here, before I move on, I'll retweet that. So give me 1 second here, guys. And I thank you all so much for stopping by for the show, as always. We're here to have a good time. And like I said, be interactive. You got that chat open. I'll say hello to everybody. And like I said, Ray the Rabbit says hi. He's tuning in also.
What's up, Ray? How you doing? If you're still here.
All right. So, anyways, moving down the line here. Yeah, sorry I had to do that. Ninetales made it. Yeah, so Ninetales is in the Pokedex. Dugtrio made it. Arcanine made it. Machamp made it.
Okay, you're still there.
Yeah, Gengar, obviously, yeah, the whole line. And when I say, like, Machamp and Arcanine and Ninetales, that means the whole evolution line's there, too. So, yeah, Gengar, Onix and Steelix made it. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Tyrogue, and Hitmontop, they both made it as well.
That whole line.
Yeah, Rhydon, Rhyperior, Seaking, Gyarados. I'm glad Lapras made it, honestly. Lapras deserved the spot. Eevee and the Eeveelutions made it. So all single Eeveelution is actually in the Pokedex.
Actually,
Snorlax,
that's actually a given.
Yeah, Snorlax made it, and yeah, along with its pre-evolution Munchlax. But going on to the Johto, you know, this is actually the most interesting one to me. So we got Noctowl, Lantern, Togetic, and of course Togekiss. They obviously made it as well. And Quagsire obviously got a spot also. Yeah, I know, Ray. I can still see you. Like I said, it may take me a bit to read chat, but so I'm just naming some things down the line here.
I'm actually looking for you.
Wobbuffet, Sneasel made it, Mantine, and my favorite Rock-type Pokemon, Tyranitar, he made it into the, yeah, he's a Shield exclusive, so there are actually some Pokemon that are going to be Shield exclusive, and vice versa.
Yeah. This wouldn't be Pokemon if there weren't Shield exclusives. I mean, version exclusives, there you go.
Yeah, you kind of mixed that up a little bit.
Yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, Tyranitar is an OG. Yeah, he's a goat. But Ludicolo made it. Oh yeah, so this is the Hoenn side, by the way. Yeah, so Ludicolo, Pelipper, Gardevoir made it. So did Gallade. Mawile, I can't even. Here's a guy that can't talk. Mawile obviously made it. Another underrated favorite Pokemon of mine, Manectric, also made it. Roselia made it, along with Rosewave. Rosewade. I still can't talk. Roserade. Yeah, Roserade. Yeah. Wailord, Flygon. We saw Flygon in the trailer, obviously, too. Milotic was another one that made it, so I'm actually kind of glad Milotic made it. So, Milotic, another awesome Pokemon. Really hard to get, due to, of course, Feebas and all that. You gotta max out his beauty. Or her beauty, just depends. Dusclops and Dusknoir both made it. Glalie made it, Frostlass also made it, and this is going down to the... Yes, Pikachu did make it, obviously. It wouldn't be a thing without Pikachu.
I know, right?
Yeah, Pikachu, Pichu, and obviously Raichu. So, anyways...
That's it for Hoenn?
Yeah, that's it for Hoenn. And Sinnoh, we have Vespiquen.
Salamence is not there. Oh well.
Yeah, Vespiquen, Drifblim, Bronzong, Lucario, Hippowdon, Abomasnow, and those are all the Sinnoh Pokemon that made it, as at least of right now, like so far.
Oh, okay.
So we got
there's gonna be data miners, right?
Yeah, just like there's always data miners everywhere. But yeah. Okay, so going to the Unova side, Unova side. Just ask Matt. Gigalith made it. Swoobat made it. Yeah, Seismitoad. 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 Yeah, I still have. I don't know why. Sesame Toad. It's like Sesame Street. I don't know. I'm still.
Like you're gonna call him Cesspool.
Here's a guy that doesn't know how to say his name right. Sock. Yeah, not Throw, but Sock made it. Maractus.
Sock is more popular.
Yeah. Let's see. I have trouble pronouncing. I've always had trouble pronouncing this name. Gabordor. I apologize.
Garbodor?
Yeah, Garbodor. Yeah, it is garbage.
That's how you say it.
Yeah, Garbodor.
Yeah.
That's what I
thought. Some people say Garbodor, but I say Garbodor.
Yeah, it is garbage. Just look at it. Garbage. Yeah, so Cinccino made it. Vanillux made it. Jellicent made it. That's a interesting Pokemon to be in there.
The Pringles man.
Gavantula made it. Ferrothorn's in there. So, yeah, everybody's favorite grass steel type. Definitely made it for sure. Haxorus, and Golurk, and Bravery, and Hydreigon. That rounds up Unova for right now.
Kalos?
Alright, so Kalos, that's going to be the interesting one. Diggersby, Pangoro, Meowstic.
Diggersby, though?
Yeah, Diggersby made it. Slurpuff, Malamar, Heliolisk, Halucha, Gudra made it. And Gourgeist, that's that pumpkin, the grass ghost type. Avalugg and Noivern are the Kalos Pokemon that made it in there.
I think Dhelmise is my favorite grass ghost.
Alright, so then we have Vikavolt, Wishy-Washy, Toxapex, that's another one, Mudsdale, Beware, Steenie, Golisopod. Like I said, I still have trouble pronouncing these new ones, so forgive me. Yeah, Golisopod, Mimikyu, Komodo, yeah. And at least as of I forgot to name one Kanto Pokemon that was in here. So there is a legendary Kanto Pokemon that didn't make it to the Dex, and that is Mew, is in the Pokedex. So Mew will be in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but I don't know what role.
Mewtwo?
It is not in the Pokedex as of right now.
So that thing about armored Mewtwo might be fake. I don't know.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
find
I mean, we still got a ways away though, so we never find. So we'll basically find out like if it'll happen or never.
Still 4 months off.
Yeah, so that's basically the Pokemon that are in the Galar Pokedex as of right now. So did your favorite make it? Did your favorite not make it? Yeah, let me know. Let me know, guys. And
My favorite didn't make it, but I'm not worried.
oh, well, like I said, you still got plenty of time. And yeah, let me guess, your homie Salamence is your favorite out of everybody.
Yeah. Yep, but at least Sweet Cunt didn't make it.
Did you say sweet? What'd you say? Let me hear that right. Sweet cunt.
Sweet Cunt.
Yes, I thought you said that. I just wanted to make sure. I get the joke. Ha ha ha! You're so
Yeah,
funny.
Sweet Cunt. But who knows? Maybe Sweet Cunt will be in it. You never
Yeah,
know.
they haven't updated it all the way yet, so we'll definitely figure that out here down the road. I felt like you insulted my favorite legendary, but we'll let it slide for the moment.
Isn't it your favorite Pokemon?
Legendary, but I don't know. There's like a bunch. There's like a bunch of.
You don't have like a #1 favorite specifically?
Specifically, my number one favorite. That's actually a tough one to call because I actually made a list of what Kanto not starters, but my full Kanto team, Johto team, and I'll probably upload it to Twitter here during like the next couple of weeks or so.
Oh yeah, as a side note, I don't dislike Suicune. I actually like Suicune. The legendary dogs or beasts, whatever you call them, they're like one of my favorite trios when it comes to legends.
But my
Raikou is my favorite though.
My favorite all time? Oh my goodness, that's actually a tough call. I do have a favorite of each type though. I can.
Yeah, I do too. I sent it to you, I believe.
Yeah, legendary, non-legendary. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to go back to the list of what I did. Yeah, that's actually. I'll have to look that up though. I know one of my favorite water types, non-legendary wise. I know it's Kingdra. That's #1 on my list.
My favorite water type is Azumarill. That thing is adorable.
So yeah,
I
Kingdra.
love that Pokemon.
I think my favorite electric might be either Jolteon or Magnetric. I know my favorite fire type's Arcanine, because it's a dog. And I am a dog person, so that kind of makes sense. Let me see.
Entei's right there, but okay.
I don't know, Entei's like more kind of an inferior. I mean, he's a great legendary, don't get me wrong, but he's outclassed by Raikou and Suicune, and somebody just shouted really loud.
Yeah, that was my sister. She's making noises.
Oh,
I remember.
she's the new Alex.
Well,
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Well, because you know, Kyle, I told you she can't talk.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Not to sound depressing, but yeah.
Yeah, that actually did sound really depressing, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, let's see. Psychic type, Alakazam, obviously. I do remember that. Dragon type is Latios. I know I put Dialga, but then I was like, no. I kind of messed up on that one because I think Latios kind of is #1 on my list for dragon types.
Would that be your
bug
favorite dragon legendary?
Actually, no. My favorite ones
Because
were
if you think about it, most dragon types are legendary Pokemon.
yeah, and Rayquaza I think is probably like my favorite out of all of them. But anyway,
For me, it's Giratina. It's always been Giratina.
let me see.
The devil himself.
Satan, friggin' Dashi.
Well, it's because it was banned from the Sinnoh regions because of it being too violent or something like that.
Yeah,
The
and then it went
backstory
to the Distortion World is basically the hell of Pokemon. Not really, but
And the moment it sees you is the moment where it's going to eat you alive. Anyway.
no, it's not gonna eat you alive. It's just gonna torment you for centuries.
Yep.
But yeah. So Latios, favorite dragon type. Trying to remember the other ones.
You want me to name off the list? Because I know them by memory.
I might just figure it out here down the road from now. I might make a new updated list.
I think I have my top 5 favorite dragons actually.
I'm trying to go to like other types though. Poison type is Gengar, and Ghost type.
For me, it's Nidoking. Hands down, Nidoking.
Actually, you know what? Actually, Ghost type would be like, Dusknoir, I think. I don't even remember what I did, or like,
For me,
or
it's
no, I
Jeanette.
think it was Miss Magius. I think that's what it was. I don't know. I gotta update my thing. My brain hurts trying to think about it.
Literally, one of my favorite ghost types also. I love Miss Magius. I love its design. I love the way it says it in the anime.
Miss
Magius. I like the way it says his name in the anime.
Right? But anyways, grass type Pokemon, that's actually a tough question.
Yeah, for me it's a hard one. Actually,
Venusaur's up there, obviously.
For me as well. Oh no, wait, Sceptile. Sceptile's my favorite grass
That
type.
might be number 2 on my list.
He's just so cool. Especially in the anime.
Number 3, I would probably have to say, non-legendary, of course. Like, Executor? You can say it either or, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Executor really, yeah, yeah, and his Alolan form is like, it's a grass dragon, he looks like a palm tree. Kind of weird, honestly, if you really think about it. But,
he's pretty cool, though. I like him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got a soft spot, though. At least for me. What's another good grass type that's actually really... Oh, Superior, that's the other one. Yeah, Superior was up there.
Superior's pretty good.
Yeah, Contrary, Leaf Storm, bam, easy win.
Well, everybody knows that already.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to update my list, for sure.
Yeah, I need to find mine. Where the hell did I put it?
Yeah, I know it's on Twitter somewhere, but I got like a bunch of lists I gotta do.
Yeah. I'm like, where did I put that list at?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I have a bad short-term memory, so I apologize for that. So
I don't have a bad memory. It's just that I do tend to forget stuff sometimes.
Long-term memory is fine, but short-term memory, forget about it. It's so terrible. So, anyways, staying on Nintendo, I do want to talk about the Nintendo Switch Lite system that's being already been announced, and I don't know why this I don't know why this ad popped up, but yeah. So basically, what the Nintendo Switch Lite is, it's a cheaper version of the Switch, which you know the Switch usually costs like $300, but it's like $100 cheaper. And basically, what it is, it's a standard like Switch that can function like either as a portable handheld system, or you know as a home console system. But you know the Switch Lite will work only as a portable handheld device. So
which I'm okay with.
You know what it kind of reminds me of, honestly? It kind of reminds me of the Game Boy Advance and the what was it? The Nintendo DS. Like if you like combine those, like they had a baby, that's what you would get. That's how that's how I would see it, honestly. I mean, that's how I would feel, though. They did a
special one for Sword and Shield. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen like a bunch of them. They have like Zelda stuff, Pokemon. They have like different colors on it too. I like the turquoise variant that they have. That one's actually pretty cool.
I think I'm probably gonna end up buying it just because it's more affordable. Because I'm very tight on money right now. Very.
Yeah,
tight.
I can see that.
Yeah, because I don't want to be spending so much. It's bad enough that I have to get Modern Warfare as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but would you buy it though? Would you actually buy it? All right, explain why to me you would buy it.
I would buy it because it is more affordable. But people who already have the Switch won't buy it because you know they got the Switch. Unless you're that much of a fan of Nintendo, then go ahead and buy it. But
if you're like a super fan of Nintendo and you just like collecting Nintendo stuff, I mean, I can definitely see it.
There are people out there who do that. So
yeah, I know a couple people who do.
That I can't stand from people, and I don't know if you would agree with me on this or not, is the fact that people will shit on it. for no reason.
Yeah, well, they do that with everything. You know how that works.
Yeah, it's called trolls.
bunch of critics out there, man.
Yeah, I just can't stand that shit for some people. That's why I avoid it at all times, because I know my savage side's gonna come out and I'm gonna end up roasting them until they.
Oh
until
God,
they
here
stop.
it comes. Oh, I'm not even gonna say something
Yeah.
else.
That's how my savage side comes out. So yeah.
Oh, you should have heard Matt the other day.
Well, about what?
Oh,
What do you
usual. With well, the DLC we'll talk about here in a little bit, but there's the story
I'm
behind it.
interested in hear you guys about that.
All right, so here's the thing though with the light on the Switch. So the Switch Lite will not have removable Joy-Cons, but instead its buttons will be built into the system itself, just like Nintendo's other handhelds. Like I said, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, you know, all that. But this basically means that you won't be able to play games with a friend right out of the box like you would do it with the normal regular Switch, nor will you be able to like natively play with any games that require motion controls. And basically, it will be able to sync with the full-featured Joy-Cons if you choose to purchase them separately, but it won't have a kickstand. So that's the only bad side with that. So you can't play with friends online. That's the only bad thing with it.
Oh, the Switch Lite you can't.
No, that's what it just says. You can't play online.
Dang, that sucks.
It does sound like, you know, kind of dumb, honestly, but I mean, at the same time, you know, it's I mean, they'll probably do an update.
$200.
They'll probably throw an update out there. Maybe they might do it, but at least for right now, it's okay. At least I can understand why.
Then that's probably going to be one of the reasons why people are going to complain about it.
And that goes back to Penguinator's thing. People complain about everything, you know.
Yep.
What
They'll do it
kind
just
of
to,
fuckery?
just
Yeah,
to, you know.
that's basically Nintendo. Yes. Like they had the online feature for the Nintendo DS, DSi, 3DS, but they won't do it for the Switch though. That doesn't really make any sense to me. And I used to own a DS, and it had online features where I can go online and like play online games with like certain other people, and I would battle other people with Pokemon, you know? And honestly, I mean, it just, like I said, it does sound really stupid, but at the same time, you know, it's just, that's Nintendo. They're trying to dub down some things a little bit, but I don't know. They might add an update. I don't know. I wish I worked over there. Maybe I can get some inside info, but I don't know. Here's a brick. Go play by yourself. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It's like basically those giant. I mean, I don't know if I still have my old Game Boy. Maybe it got thrown out a long time ago. I think I still have a couple old things somewhere. Yeah, because I used to own like majority of the Nintendo handheld consoles, especially when I was younger too. Yeah, so I owned pretty much almost I owned every single Game Boy. I know that. So from the regular to the Color to the Advanced to the Advanced SP, Nintendo DS, all those other beautiful items.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of miss playing Nintendo games, honestly.
Who doesn't? Let's be honest.
But
like, you have no idea how much I've been dying to play Super Mario 64.
I would actually buy
love it.
Nintendo 64 online then. Just try to
alright.
buy it on eBay or something. But anyway, yeah, my bad. I'm eating Oreos on the show. Oreos are good for this. Yeah, they're what were they, like mint Oreos or something? All right, she's not paying attention. Anyways, that's fine. I'm not here. So like I said, hope everybody's having a wonderful day, by the way. So before we move on to the next topic, though, I want to talk about the video I uploaded. If you guys haven't seen it yet, the teaser trailer of hashtag Pug Comes Home. I will link it in the chat for you guys, so that way you guys can go check it
Are you getting a
out.
pug?
No, as much as I hate to say it, I wish I was getting a dog, but no, it's nothing pet related. It is not
Man,
pet
what's the
related.
point?
But anyways, so yeah, that's enough stuff out of the Nintendo side. Nothing really going on
I'm not
with
gonna
that.
lie, that's the one thing I had at the back of my head. Is Kyle gonna get an actual pug as a pet?
I wish it was
I
that
had that
simple.
at the back of my head.
I wish it was that simple. But
You'll get one day. I know you will.
yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, let's
Not,
go
I might have to
on.
get you one. Wait, what?
Let's move on here to some Call of Duty stuff. I do want to talk about that as
Ooh.
well.
Same.
But first, Penguinator's gonna get in on the discussion. I know that. My thoughts, yeah, and this is Dan the Man Plays who came up with this with the question here on Twitter. You want to know my thoughts and opinions on the BO4 DLC, the Zombies map. And let's just say, and Penguinator, you can feel free to chime in on this as well. The map, I believe, you know, Alpha Omega, I mean, it was really cool map once you got used to it, but the Easter egg, going back to like people who were like doing all the Easter egg steps and speed runs and all that, it is super easy now. It is like one of those most super easiest. Here's a guy that can't talk and I'm so excited. Most super easiest Easter eggs I have like, you know, seen in a while. And I've seen somebody do the Easter egg on YouTube. I believe it was like under 10 rounds in a speed run. They actually got the speed run done in the Easter egg done in like less than an hour. So that's how
crazy.
easy this Easter egg is. And
Yeah.
Penguinator, you can tell the audience the same thing too. So I wanna let you take over for it, honestly, for this part.
Yeah, I mean, once you got used to the steps and just practiced them a little bit, I mean, I did a solo run, and on my first attempt solo, I beat it on round 11. So,
How long did it
wasn't
take
like-
you? Hi Amber, how are you?
I want to say about an hour and 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's not too terrible. Seemed like you were doing a speed run. Am
No, I
I?
wasn't really
No,
trying
I'm
for
wearing
speed run,
shorts. I
but-
know. I'm sitting down at an awkward angle. I'm wearing basketball shorts. Don't
really,
worry.
to me, the hardest step in it.
I knew someone was
is-
gonna point that out too.
Oh yeah. To me, I think the hardest step in it was the turning the power back on, where you had to get the boxes to all turn green. But other than that, it's even the boss fight. As long as you pay attention to where he's at and keep shooting the ADAMs to where they'll fill up the soul jars, you can survive it with minimal downs.
Oh no, I'm not wearing boxers. Don't worry. Wearing underwear under my shorts. I know. I guess it's
Always.
sitting down. I'm sitting down like it, and that's why my shorts are like going up. So it kind of looks like it, honestly. But anyway, so
Release the pug.
release.
Release the pugs.
Okay, let's not go there. I want to talk about the okay, Bill. No, just stop while you're ahead.
In Bill's mind, it would be saying, "Release the Monicas."
Release the mini build. Oh my god.
Oh my
But
God. Can we not?
But the other thing is, kind of like what Ninja's doing. I do want to say that because the main Easter egg was not really that difficult, I wonder if there's a side Easter egg somewhere that's more difficult to find, and that's truly
yeah,
what they're
everybody was talking about that too. I think Sets was doing a actual. I think he's doing a side Easter egg live stream right now on Twitch and
Yeah.
YouTube. And there's like a bunch of side Easter eggs that nobody knows about. Like, I actually was looking this up the other day. And Yuri, if you guys know Yuri, the Pentagon thief from 5 from Black Ops 1, obviously Black Ops 4, the zombie maps, the White House. Yeah, he was the one that was getting tortured on, I don't remember what it was though exactly. It was the, it had a situation where it was like a Hudson kind of like radio thing from Black Ops 1, and Yuri was just getting tortured. Like why was he trying to get to Argartha or something? You know, it was something around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go back and look at that though. But I did find that I think I told Matt about that, and he's like, "Oh, do you have the link for it?" And I just like, "Oh, here's the link right here," and I just sent it to him the DM on Twitter.
Here's the guy who has the link.
I got more than a link. Okay, Bill, shut up. You're banned. You're done. Get out of here. But
I'm gonna cut his mic off. Okay.
But anyways, yeah. For me though, the map was fun, but I felt the Easter egg was way too easy. And I believe, and I know there's a lot of people that are like data mine. We were talking about data mining a little bit. I feel like people find this stuff way too fast now. Like the Easter egg was solved in like 9 hours after it got released, like 8 hours, somewhere around there. It was like 9.5. I know that.
I consider that fast.
Well, you have a lot of people that data mine to find these things, so that kind of might be first off, you know, that. And then, secondly, well, this is the thing though, Matt. Yeah, secondly, and this is not. I'm not really raging at that, but you know, they want to do that. You know, I really don't care. But it just does. It's just looking for attention, basically. But especially Batman though, I forgot who he was like angry and you know, not angry, but like I would say annoyed with. I forgot the guy's name, but
B-Bat.
Yeah, B-Bat. I mean. He sounds like he's a good dude, and I know he's like he's competitive and he wants to complete the Easter egg first, but you know, that's fine. You know, I really don't care about that. I just don't like the way he's doing it. I know people are like, oh, hate me, like, oh, you know, you're just hating on him, but you know, everybody, I mean,
No,
he's been doing it for like, I don't know. Like, I know Batman knows a lot more though. I don't know the guy personally, so I don't want to really like get involved. And I hate talking about people like that on the show, but you know, hey, you know that happens.
I'll be right back, you guys.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Well, the problem you have with that is when you look at, say, I think Noah and his crew were very close to beating it. They were trying to figure out one of the last steps, and all of a sudden, he is able to just rush in and first in the world by like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, how the heck did you figure out the steps so fast when these are some, like, Smart Guy, one of the best Easter egg hunters there is, couldn't figure it out that quickly. And he data mines, so he can beat the Easter eggs faster. I'm like, dude, first of all, you don't get anything for it, other than, I beat it first, which really, technically, nobody beat it first except the developers, because they had to play it to test the game. So,
right?
Right.
First in the world, that's where the joke comes from.
But, I mean, it's like, so many people get so hell-bent on, I gotta be first, I was like, dude, it doesn't matter. If it was $10,000 for the person who got first in the world, I'd be more than happy, but...
Right? It's a team effort, there's no I. There's no I in team, man.
No, but there's me if you rearrange the letters, apparently.
There is me and me only, but yeah, like I said, I have nothing against the guy. It's just the way he's doing things just kind of... I mean, I understand from Matt's point of view. Like, it does get kind of annoying. Like, people try to, you know, oh, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking to myself, holy God, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, he does get on a tirade tangent for a while.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's how Mattman is. Like, if he feels like, you know, people are out, not people, but like Treyarch's out against him. You know, just like the other day when we were trying to do the Easter egg. Or when we completed the Easter egg, if you guys haven't seen the my reaction for it, I will definitely get a link for that too. Let me do that here, so that way you guys can check it out if you guys haven't seen it. So yeah, I have a bunch of content I uploaded for the channel, and I'll link it here. You know, later on, you know, after the show ends, not after the show, like right before the show ends. That will do that. Let me see, where do I have it at? Okay, here we go. Let me, I know there's like a lot of content. Here's a guy that uploads a lot of content. So they're definitely tracking him down. Yeah, but that's the whole
He made
thing.
fun of Noah. Get him.
All the fanboys, oh, get him, man, get him. All right, so let me copy this link address and I'll post it to you guys, so that way you guys can here. Let me put this in there. There we go. So yeah, definitely check out this video. And yeah, no, don't mind the timestamp on there. That's how I copied and pasted it. But yeah, Mattman though, yeah, going back to him, yeah, he went on a tirade. Like they said, like, oh, I got kicked out of this game, like, and he was just so upset that day.
Yeah,
that's the Alpha Omega Easter egg cutscene. My reaction to it. If you, like I said, if you guys want to go check that out, you're more than welcome to. That's for those who haven't seen it yet. Be warned, though, that does contain spoilers, so if you guys don't want to check that out, it's okay. He's doing an Easter egg, swat his internet! Or more like people like stream snipe you would be the more correct term. But yeah, Mattman was just so... Yeah, he was doing the Easter egg with us. And when he got lagged out, I just felt so terrible that he lagged out or got, timed out due to a glitch in the pause system, which Treyarch should fix, by the way, because that actually happened to me during the new update, and it happened to Brad, I believe, also OG Zombie as well. And yeah, Mattman was holy damn, he was so mad. I mean, I would be too, honestly, if I was that close to completing the Easter egg. That's fine, Ray. It's all good. But yeah, I'd be so mad also if that happened to me as well. I mean, luckily it only happened to me like right at the beginning, so I wasn't too upset. But at the same time, it's just like, what can you do? You just gotta wait for Treyarch to fix their glitches in like certain updates.
Yeah, that's true. It seems like every time there's a new map, there's always some new glitch that Treyarch has to fix.
That's been like that with every single game. Here's the glitch with the blue screens being back now. I'm like,
but I mean, it's like at what point do you sit there and say to yourselves, all right, we know we got to get this DLC out or we got to get this game out, but we don't think it's ready yet. There's too many glitches. Let's say something to the community like, hey, we want to bring this to you, but there's too many glitches. We want it to be glitch free on release. The community will be more proud of that than you rushing a game to them and it sucks because there's so many glitches with it and it turns everybody sour.
Right? I really hope to God they don't end the Aether story. No, it's gonna end the Aether story, I think.
Yeah, that's why they introduced the Chaos story. That's gonna be the new line.
Yeah, the Chaos stories is gonna be the new one. That's why they're ending the Aether and doing the Actually, in my opinion, I know this is like kind of an unpopular opinion. I feel like, honestly, like, as of this moment, I feel like the Chaos story has been a lot better. In a sense. Like,
well,
story-wise.
It's a fresh story.
Yeah. I actually do enjoy that story.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Aether characters. They've been around for a while, but you have to get new characters in and new storylines, otherwise you're just going to get tired of, oh, here we go, Richtofen and his crew are trying to beat zombies again. When are they going to finish it off? And you get tired of playing it because it's the same characters over and over and over again.
Right?
Hi.
Hey, can you turn the... What's the volume in the background?
Yeah, I was going to say, what was that?
Wait, you guys didn't hear the noise that I made?
No, we heard the noise.
We did,
we're talking about the...
Noise.
Yeah, we're still hearing the noise in the background. But yeah, I technically do love the Chaos story as of this moment. Treyarch in a nutshell, right? Yeah, but the Aether story, it's going to end on DLC 4. We do know that. And then they're going to continue with Black Ops 5, probably with the Chaos story. Like somewhere down the line. Or maybe they'll do like a Season 2 for Chaos story. Like for next year. Or Zombie... I don't know if it'll be Zombie Chronicles 2, though. I don't know about that. Maybe they might do some sort of...
I think they're gonna... They might do it eventually, but as of right now, I don't see them doing that.
Yeah, at least not right now, at the moment. But Yeah,
So on the
we got-
multiplayer side, we only got 2 DLC weapons: Argus and crossbow. Done.
oh, that
That's
OP
all we got
gun.
for multiplayer.
And then you got Havana, and then you got what was that other map? What was the one with the Origins robot? What was that called?
Let me see. I can look it up. I have the name right here.
Would you think another game is being delayed? Actually, that reminds me of something. Penguinator actually made a good point where they're talking about, oh, we're not releasing, sort of DLC yet because of like glitches and all that and bad graphics. Wait, hold on a second. Let me finish.
Is it called Remnant?
Hold on, let me finish. Let me
Oh,
finish.
go ahead. Sorry.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I was trying
go ahead.
Here's a guy that likes to interrupt me. But anyways, yeah, Penguinator made a good point though. Like there was another game, like I think Animal Crossing New Horizons, I think is the game for the Switch. I know this is completely off topic, but they were talking about like they're gonna be fixing some sort of things. That's why they did the release date to March 20th on 2020 for next year. So they told the community like, this is the graphics look kind of iffy. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna perfect it for you guys. And that goes back to Penguinator's point though, on like trying to fix glitches and like bad stuff in the game and all that.
Like this game?
Yeah, majority of this game.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Amber, have a good one.
As I was saying,
Call of Duty Animal
Cross.
Animal Cross. Oh my god, that sounds like a tongue
Animal
tire.
Crossing Call of Duty Edition.
Animal Crossing Battle Royale. Yikes.
Yo, I'd be interested in playing that.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I think it'd be fun.
Okay, yeah, I just got your photo. Okay.
Yeah, the other multiplayer maps are called Der Schatten and Remnant.
All right. But
and then we also got Sticks and Stones.
Yeah, I remember playing Sticks and Stones back in the day. Really fun.
Yep.
Ray is so happy.
You in that, Kyle.
You're gonna work your on your book. All right, that's fine.
I can't wait to 1v1 Kyle in Sticks and Stones. But anyway.
That'll probably never happen because we all know the result of that. Will probably end up with me whooping your ass. No, Bill. When did Bill get involved?
All right. Well, since I'm the more experienced Call of Duty player, but okay.
I don't know. I do not know about
years, that. So let's get it.
Well, so have I. I'm just too lazy.
Exactly.
You just got you gotta sign a contract. He is a very super sweaty boy.
Who, me?
You are a super sweaty boy.
I know I am.
But not
a sweaty boy that will surround you in darkness. Anyway.
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
So
is that it for Call of Duty, I guess?
Actually, no.
Wait, do we have to talk about Modern Warfare?
Yes, we do. And before we go to that though, and like I was saying with with Penguinator's thing, yeah, that Penguinator, you made a great point though. That literally reminded me like when I saw the E3 thing for the Nintendo side with Animal Crossing, like fixing glitches and graphics. That's what it kind of reminded me of, because Animal Crossing did the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
like I said, you'll have a fan base that will appreciate you more for holding the release of a game to get it right the first time versus having to make multiple, patches and upgrades and all this other crap.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, oh my god. Yeah, you could have just DM'd me that, Ray. Honestly, let's leave personal stuff out of the stream. Thank you. Leave it in the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyways, Modern Warfare, the multiplayer part of that, I don't know,
we're
honestly.
Gonna get it in August 1st or 2nd.
Yeah,
that was just the.
That was the
2v2
mode. They did add that. I mean, you could do like 2v2s with like friends and all that, but the movement system for
randomized.
Yeah, the classes are randomized. So it's just like, what's that mode on BO4? It was a heist. That's what it's like heist, but 2v2 mode.
Yeah.
So the graphics, I would say it kind of does look like, you know, Call of Duty Ghosts in a sense, and I believe the game style, I don't know, I wasn't really keen with the movement, but I know it is the pre-alpha for it.
Well, if you ever played Rainbow Six Siege, that's what it reminded a lot of people of. And Battlefield.
See.
So I don't know about you, Kyle, but this might be.
No, I'm reading Gas's comment. It's like a paragraph long. Hang on, give me a second.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So that's a good idea. Show a new game that was already it's pre. Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. Like the weird the motions just look really wonky to me. I don't know what it is with it, but the movement says system for it, and like I said, the graphics kind of looks like if Ghosts, not Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege and Battlefield, Battlefield 5 had a baby. That's what
like
you would get.
Baby if they came together.
Yep.
Ray, DM me the personal stuff, thank you. I'm not really trying to answer any personal questions right now.
Oh my God, why, Ray?
Please, Ray.
I just opened up the chat, and that's what I see in the chat with Ray.
Please, Ray. I mean, I know you like talking about things, but you gotta keep some of this stuff to your out of the social media limelight. Captain Price is playable. No, if you pre-order the game, he's actually playable in as a Blackout character in BO4. I'm actually dead serious.
Oh yeah, you get him in BO4.
Yeah, if you pre-order the game.
Code.
Yeah, you get a code for him if you pre-order the game. So I thought that was actually kind of a cool little twist, though, that Blackout did.
I like that.
Yeah, that's. What do you guys think of that? Of Captain Price being in Blackout for BO4? I know it's a Treyarch game, and Captain Price is more Infinity Ward, but let me guys know what you think of that. You guys like it? Do you think it's kind of a stretch? Yeah,
I like Captain Price, but
I like it.
I mean, who doesn't like him? But they have good guns. I mean, the MP5 brings back nostalgia for the cargo ship. Yeah, the guns are actually what make the game great. Like the Modern Warfare series, the whole entire game.
But did you see the guns that were in the game, though?
Yeah, Gas was just talking about that.
Yep, we saw the FAMAS, the MP5, the M4, I don't know what was the name of the sniper, and a pistol. I don't know the name of it. Oh, the 1911. There you go.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Desert Eagle makes a return. I wouldn't be surprised if the Desert Eagle. I mean, that gun kicked like a mule, but it was so powerful once you knew how to use it. That was like one of my favorite pistols in Modern Warfare was the Desert Eagle. It was all that power. They said there's going to be 50 guns. That doesn't shock me.
That doesn't surprise me either.
Like, what did BO4 had how many guns before the DLC? Like, not even that many, though. I don't think.
Let me see. I'm looking right now.
Yeah, Shadow, do some research on that. I know there was less than. I think I'm gonna say less than 30.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm gonna say less than 30. I'm gonna say 23 or 4. BO4 at 27. Okay, Ray said 27 guns. Okay, so I knew it was less than 30.
Is that including DLC?
No, that was at launch. It was 27 guns. So 50 guns in Modern Warfare. I feel like the prestige for that. I think like Modern Warfare 3 lets you level up to level 80. That's gonna be nuts. That will be nuts. I feel like if they did the prestige at level 80, then yeah, that's how. If there's 50 guns, there's gonna be like a lot of higher prestiges, like higher levels trying to prestige and all that. Like what Modern Warfare 3 did with the level 80. Which I was fine with, I mean, I didn't mind it.
So with the DLC weapons, it's in total 45 weapons.
Alright, 45 weapons. But this is right now. We're talking about, like, like before they released the DLC weapons. Like, at launch there was 27, and right now there's 45. Like,
yeah,
since then.
We got 18 DLC weapons. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm. If they add Infected, I'll scream. I wouldn't be surprised if they added Infected to it also. They'll add, like, a bunch of stuff. My favorite infected was MW3. I think I remember one time I did get one Moab off infected, but that was like it. Yeah, I got two. I think I've only gotten like 2 Moabs before on MW3. One was a TDM game on Piazza, I think, was the Italian map, where I guess it was Special Air Service and Inner Circle. Well, one of the DLC. That was like one of my favorite DLC maps of all time. Don't at me. And I was playing a game to warm up, and I was using the MP7 rapid fire suppressor. And yeah, playing. Like I said, I was just playing a game to warm up, and then all of a sudden, bam! I got a Moab off a Specialist, and I was just going in on kids. And I just didn't even play another game after that. I was like, you know what? Screw it.
Background?
Is Shadow doing his baiting call? Is that what he's doing?
When you said don't at me about that map, I was like, I don't know about that, Chief.
There's gonna be 140. Why 140 weapons though? Wait, are you data mining your own game? No, I'm joking. Ray wouldn't data mine his own game.
Are you data mining your own game?
Here's a guy that data mines his own game. Hacker? Ray is
Tell me everything is shield and sword, Ray.
That's just like saying, oh, the 140 weapons. Oh, they're not gonna add a lot of Pokemon to the entire, sword and shield. But that's
Next thing you know, we're only gonna get 102. I don't know.
I think there'll be maybe more, but that's a topic to talk about, for another time. Yeah, going back to Modern Warfare 4 here. I mean, I want to be excited for when it actually comes out for the game, but I don't know. I have my doubts. Like,
But the game is more tactical than fast-paced.
Yeah, it's definitely more. Like, Modern Warfare Remastered was more tactical, also.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you see a lot of people.
The game's gonna be slow-paced, and I don't know how people are gonna handle that who are fast-paced players.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how many kill streaks or score streaks are gonna be in the game. Like, I want to see a tactical nuke in the game. I know I played MW2 like at least once or twice, but that was on Cowboy Nick's Xbox. God bless his soul, by the way. That was like a long time ago. But honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't one, or like maybe a variant to it. Because everybody remembers tactical nuke. Oh, it'll end the game. You called it end the game, ended automatically. Even you died with it too. It caused the death on your...
What was it? Whoever had the most score points or whatever was the winner on to launch.
Yeah, even if you were down by like 30-something points in TDM or kill confirmed or something, and you get like a tactical nuke or something, the game would be ending. Your team would win automatically. It's like Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically.
Exodia obliterate!
That's basically what it is. That's basically what that thing was. I can't believe I just made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Comparison, but you know what? It works for me. But
you know what? It works. Kyle, it works. You, my friend, are a genius.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it, Ray. They were hiding a gameplay for a long time. Gave us a game mode presentation, but that might be a scrap game copy, and the real one is... It could be. Knowing Infinity Ward, like... The only regret that I have with last year's Infinity Ward, I mean, I did play multiplayer for Infinite Warfare, and I was okay at it. I just didn't like it. I could have played more zombies, though. That's my only regret about it.
What about World War II?
World War II was just ass. Don't at me.
Yeah.
Well, the multiplayer...
I'd rather play BO4 than this game than that game.
Actually, the multiplayer for World War II, I didn't mind. Like, I just felt like the maps...
Because a lot of people liked it because it was boots on the ground, the futuristic flying around the air bullshit.
Yeah. I didn't mind that, but
the zombies, I think they could have done a better job on.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It was gory, but I feel like the storyline could have been better.
Yeah.
It's kind of ass.
But if you paid attention and looked at certain aspects of the storyline, they literally just copied and changed characters of the Aether story.
Mm-hmm. That's basically what it was.
Like, they had to have these vials that kept them from being injured by zombies. Ooh, same thing in the Aether story. they had to follow scientists around to stop the zombies. Ooh, same thing in the damn Aether story. They just copied it and changed the characters.
Wasn't I was gonna say, wasn't Advanced Warfare Zombies like something similar? I never played. I mean, I played Advanced Warfare once, but that was I never
Known
played.
as Exo Zombies.
Yeah,
That
it was.
retarded.
Yeah, I mean, I really wasn't huge on that either. Spec Ops is gonna be open world. Is it really? Oh, it's just
The
like
only game you kept playing fully was Black Ops 3 out of all the recent CODs.
See, well, speaking of Black Ops multiplayer, here's what kind of ruined BO4 for me was the operator mod for the S6 Stingray. That kind of ruined that for me. The specialists ruined it because the specialists were fine in Black Ops 3, but BO4 they just like, yeah, it just no. 143. Okay, he's talking about his new thing. Here's a guy that's talking about his new idea.
Yeah, because you told me that Euro level 1000 in BO3. Was that the only game you like went all the way?
Yeah, I was level 1000 on BO3 with multiplayer, and then zombies I was
crazy.
like halfway to Master Prestige. So yeah,
you
that's
really grinded out that game.
because the when we did all the Easter eggs for BO3, it wasn't just like, you know, oh, the zombie randomly dies out every 10 minutes, you know, and you can ask Penguinator, he can tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
Like the Easter eggs were actually fun. I mean, Zetsubo I didn't really like too much, but the Easter eggs on, you know, BO3 were really fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do a throwback BO3 stream. That'd be great.
If I can get my CD fixed, I will definitely do that. I need to clean
Yeah.
out my CD for my
I
physical
want to see
copy.
how much of a monster you are in the multiplayer.
I'm alright, I'm not that special.
Yeah.
I loved using
I've gone back-
Spectre's
just because
Ripper,
of
though.
The zombie dying out after 10 minutes, it drives me crazy. So I've gone back to like, I mean, I played IW all the time anyway. Cause
I love
did
Firebreak
like
in
that-
BO3. I love his heat wave attack.
Yeah, but
Yeah, there's a bunch
That,
of specialists I like to use in BO3. Spectre's Ripper, obviously, that's number one. Number two, okay, yeah, number two is Purifier. Well, yeah, Firebreak's flamethrower, a lot better, because once you make contact with somebody, it's an automatic kill.
Yeah, it's an
Um,
automatic kill.
The Sparrow,
I love
I
the
love
heat
the
wave,
Sparrow. I love the Sparrow, or, yeah, the,
Outrider.
yeah, Outrider Sparrow. I loved using that, also. The minigun, Reaper's minigun, the Scythe, that's obviously another one, also. And you're going to bed? Alright, Gas. Good night, man. Take it easy. And I think
night,
the
Gas.
last one, I would say the I know this is kind of cheap, but I like to do Nomad's Hives. Those were so cheap to use. That's why
Oh
it's
my
like number
God, those
5
were
on my
annoying.
list. They were so cheap to
I
use.
think didn't they say for this Modern Warfare they're taking away the specialists? They're not going to have those anymore.
Yeah, they're taking away the specialists for that. Which I hope it does happen. It's going to be more tactical, which I'm very happy for.
It is.
Yeah.
Watch people are going to
I can't wait to
complain there's
grind
too
out the
much
game.
content. I wouldn't
Because it's
doubt
gonna
it.
be forcing me to play more tactically rather than fast paced.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of an all-around player, so it's going to be depending on how the game's going to turn out. Like, I'm more of a tactical player myself. Like, I would have to, like, turn on, like, BO4, I have acoustic sensor turned on, like, for some people who don't have, like, dead sound. I am kind of a sound whore, I apologize, but... Yeah, that's how I was with BO3, BO2, BO1. I was always a sound whore. Gobad is camper specialist for sure, but I never really camped with him. That was the thing. I only put like Nomad's Hives in like certain spots of the map where people will most likely like enter through just to try to camp. And I would like put the hives in like so like in some obscure place where like nobody would see them. You know? But yeah, I never
think
really
I know where.
Yeah, but that's like on certain maps, so like they would never expect to look for it. But yeah, those were like my top specialists to use. Yeah, Torque. The only reason why I use Torque to keep people from camping in certain spots. That's the only reason why I ever used him on.
I'm hearing
Slums.
I'm hearing Spanish.
Yeah, his barricade is so useful.
Yeah, especially on slums where everybody goes in that one room, the blue building. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
usually put like a barricade in there just to prevent people from going in there. And I just like, I don't camp by it. I just like, just like, okay, I'll just find other people. I know people aren't going that way. But yeah, BO4 multiplayer is just kind of bland. It's too bland for me, and it's kind of dead to me, in a sense. Like, I completely gave up on it. Unless I'm playing with friends, then maybe it's one thing.
Yeah.
You gotta
run with friends.
Yeah. It's that terrible. But I hope Modern Warfare won't be like that. I'll definitely have to look at some gameplay down the road.
I don't think it will, since the game's gonna be more tactical.
Yeah, see, this is I think the highest, I want to go to World War II for a second. TDM, I think my highest kills on TDM was, I think it was 52 that I got my highest kills, game on World War II. I think I had that uploaded a long time ago.
I think my highest is like 64, 65.
Alright. Yeah, I was using the MP40, which was actually a very beast of a weapon.
Oh, yup. I love that gun. Great SMG.
Yeah, there was that. There was the Type 100. That wasn't too terrible either.
Yeah.
And what was the other gun that everybody used? That AR that was like a laser beam. I forgot the name of it.
Crap.
Yeah, everybody and their mother used it. I forgot the name of it. I might have to look this up.
What was it on?
It was World War II. I'm gonna look up multiplayer weapons. I mean, yeah, this gun was like typically a laser beam. Like you couldn't mess with this gun.
I know there was like I forgot what it's called, but it was like a Tommy gun or something people used a lot.
Yeah, there was a bunch of things. So I think it might have been the bar. I think it was the bar.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because everybody used that, and then they complained about how, terrible it was, so they had to nerf it.
The bar has a gun?
Yeah, the bar. Yeah, the rifle. The bar. Oh, actually, another one of my favorites was the PPSH. That's the probably one you were talking about, Penguin.
PPSH, yup.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that gun was great.
Yeah, it was also on Garad Crovey too, and I think Revelations also.
Another one a lot of people used was that FG42.
Yeah, that was actually underrated though for what it was. Yeah, so you had the STG-44. That was like another good one, which it was an AK variant, which put a bayonet on that thing, and it's just yikes. Big fat yikes. But yeah, but that's basically it though for that side of multiplayer. I do want to talk about some sports. I know we've been talking about a lot of video games, so I want to get to some sports here real quick. The highlight of the week, in my opinion, you guys mentioned this to me too, through Twitter, was the Angels combined no-hitter to honor Tyler Skaggs. If you guys don't know who Tyler Skaggs was, he was the Angels pitcher that passed away unexpectedly on their road trip to the Texas Rangers, which they did cancel their game, a couple weeks ago due to that fact. But when the Angels came back, their first game without him, they scored 13 runs, and basically, yeah, they threw a combined no-hitter, which, and the funny part with this is his birthday was on the 13th day of the 7th month, which happens to be on a Saturday, and that was kind of cool, though, in a sense, to score 13 runs on July 13th. Yeah, that's a little bit too much, Ray, if you ask me. But I felt honestly like it was, even though I was talking to Matt Man about this, it was a tearjerker. It was a teary-eyed moment. Like, when I saw that, it was just, that is so fitting. Because 13 runs, July 13th, on his birthday. I mean, what more of a way to do that? God's got a plan for everybody,
Yup.
So yeah, what were your thoughts, though, Shadow, when you saw that?
It was crazy. Like, why is it that a lot of tragic stuff happens, good things happen after that? For example, 2017, Hurricane Harvey hit the south side of Texas. What
Mhm.
happened later that year? The Astros win the World Series.
Well, and then going back
Same
to
thing, let me go back further. 2013, the Boston bombing happened. What happened later that year? The Red Sox win the World Series.
yeah, and I want to go back to the Angels side too. Yeah, especially if
It's
you guys
crazy.
don't remember Nick Aidenhart from a decade
I
ago.
remember.
He was the one for the Angels player that died in a car accident. And then I was reading online that the death from Tyler Skaggs, it wasn't, similar, but it had like a similar, reaction from the Angels fans. Like, oh, this is just like deja vu all over again, from Aidenhart's death now to Tyler Skaggs' death. And like I said, the man, I know he had like a 4-point-something ERA, but the kid had a lot of potential to like do
He did.
something for the Angels.
The dude is young too. Taken way too soon.
Yeah, and that kind of teaches us a lot of things though when we think about this sort of stuff too. It's like you got to live life to the like it's like your last day. Like you never know what could happen,
Yeah.
And yeah,
and then
that
always tell your loved ones,
that definitely
That you
tell
love
your
them.
tell your loved ones that you love one, the people that are close to you, and like I said, any given moment something bad can happen, so you got to live your life to the fullest.
You know what they say, because they never know when they're not going to be there. Which fucking scares me every time I hear that.
Yeah, that does that with everybody. So yeah, here's what going back to the Angels here real quick. I want to talk about what Mike Trout said about the whole thing. He said that, and I quote this too, "I'm speechless, and this was the best way to honor him." And I quote. That was basically it. So he didn't really have well, actually he kind of did. So he said, "You feel like it's partly Skaggsy's no-hitter," because that was his nickname for him. And it stood as the 11th no-hitter in Angels history and the first since Jared Weaver, who spent most of his career grieving the tragic death of Nick Aidenhart, and who blanked the Minnesota Twins on May 12, 2012. So that was their first no-hitter since then, which was pretty awesome.
Yep.
2012 had a lot of no-hitters and perfect games. I know we had one.
Mhm.
Well, what about that other thing I sent you about as well, Kyle, where that guy was talking about where they've juiced the baseballs because they want more offense happening to get more people in the stands?
Oh, yeah, my old man was talking to me about that, yesterday. Like how they're juicing the baseballs, especially like right down the core of it, to actually like have, people hit more home runs to get people in the stands and all that. Yeah, I'm actually glad you mentioned that.
I mean, I see where they're coming from. More people in stands means more money for the league and the teams and stuff, but same token, you're taking the sport out of it.
Right?
Because if you make it to where the scrawniest bat boy gets up there and hits the ball, it's going to go into the grandstands in center field. It's not much of a game. Anybody can hit a home run.
Oh, especially like the air quality, well, not the air quality, but the altitude in Colorado, where that especially happens frequently. You just hit the ball in the air, bam! It's just like pretty much out of the stadium, and that goes for like any home run hitter too.
Yeah, that's
Especially if it was a strong home run hitter.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I know people were saying like, well, he's just complaining, but if you really look behind what he's saying and what's been happening in the league, where you're having games where both teams are hitting like 15 home runs, and like, dude, this is insane. The games go on forever because they're always hitting a home run.
Right?
So it makes it seem like the pitcher is piss poor pitcher because everybody's hitting off of him.
I remember
Yeah, I know.
the Yankees and the Red Sox were playing in London, and I think the final score for that game was like 17-13. It was basically
Yeah, it was
like
a
a
high
football.
score.
It was like a football game. Is what it was.
Yep, and even the announcers are saying, they got to relax on this juicing the ball stuff because you're making pitchers look bad because so many people can hit off of them so far now,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it's I don't know. It's one of those things where-
Yeah, I know. It's like I don't know.
When you put money ahead of ethics for the sport, you just need to quit.
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I think right now that's what's driving them to do this. Is they're wanting, like I said, to put more people in the stands, which means more money, and that's all they're after. They don't care if they throw sportsmanship and ethics out the window to get them there.
And that's the same thing for, like, not just sports, though, but, like, anything in real life, too.
Yeah. It's getting to the point where so many people are wanting to screw others over to make that buck or to get their name out there, that what happened to just being honest to yourself and actually doing the hard work your own, so that way you enjoyed the achievement much better?
That is long gone. For a long time. But yeah, that goes to like the same thing for like the NBA with like their super squads. Like everybody wants to get on the phone with the super squads, all the hype, you know, like Russell Westbrook going to the Rockets and Chris Paul going to OKC, that trade straight up. Yeah, because Westbrook and basically Harden, they're going to be on the same team, which is, I feel like there's like a negative con to that. Because you got both guys who are like lead scorers, and who's gonna have the ball more? That's gonna be like, you know, they're gonna be debating on who's gonna take that final shot. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of problems with that trade that they did. I don't think it's gonna benefit any of those teams, like those trades.
Yeah.
And they were saying the Rockets were gonna be like the 4th seed over the Lakers, and I saw somebody's like 2019-2020 playoff bracket, and I just thought to myself, is this man high while doing this? But I mean, it kind of does make sense in a way, because he had the Warriors at the 6th seed, but then he had the Nuggets at number 1. I mean, like, honest. I mean, I'm surprised Shadow hasn't said anything about this, because you normally would think, like, with the Warriors, I know they'll might be, like, maybe number 5 seed. I don't know about a 6th seed, but I feel like the Lakers could be a 4th seed. I don't know about, you know, I feel like they're much more better stacked than the Rockets are team-wise.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like there's going to be a lot of teams, though, that are better. I mean, the whole NBA is just, it was an epic off-season, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's just so confusing. Like, of like all these, who's gonna be better than one team, and I don't know. It's just crazy to me. It's just absolutely crazy. I don't know, honestly. But anyway, any final thoughts, guys, before we head out?
Penguins rule.
No.
Penguins
really,
rule.
no.
The Pittsburgh Penguins? Is that what you're talking about?
The Pittsburgh
Heck no,
Penguins.
Carolina Hurricanes rule on that one.
All right, so Shadow, he's got a YouTube channel, by the way, guys, if you didn't know that. And if you guys haven't subscribed to him, you should definitely go check him out. He's almost to 100 subs.
Penguinator 01.
I'm 24 subs
Yeah,
away, guys.
Penguinator does stream on DLive. You can go check him out on DLive and on YouTube.
24 subs away.
And I'm on the road to 10K. So, I have more subs than all of you come. No, I'm joking. But definitely get them out there, guys.
Okay.
Definitely get them out there. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's show. Shout out to the homies, of course, Shadow, Penguinator, sticking around, as always, for the show. And if you guys are watching this on the Twitch side, thank you guys so much for stopping by. We had fun. And I had fun, and I want to make sure you all had fun as well. And for the YouTube side, if you guys were watching this, if you actually did make it through on the YouTube side, this will be on demand tomorrow. And I apologize, before I move on, I apologize for getting the last podcast show so late on YouTube, because I got caught up with a couple of things, which of course the DLC dropped, today. Well, not today, but like last week. And the DLC, here's a guy, this guy's days mixed up. But I feel, I had, one of those moments where I was in the zone on something, I completely forgot about something else. But it was up, though, no matter what. But anyways, YouTube side, drop a like, subscribe. We're on the road to 10K. Don't forget that as well. And I'm Kyle the Pug, and I will see you guys next time on the show, next week on Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's like 9 Eastern for most of you. But anyways, I'll catch you guys tomorrow on Twitch. I don't know what we're going to be doing, but we are going live. But for the podcast side, next week. I'll see you guys then. Okay, bye!
Bye!